A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. A wise man who thinks he's a wise man is a fool. A fool who knows he's a fool is a wise man indeed. It is not failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. Everything you say should be true, but not everything true should be said. Now that I no longer desire all, I have all without desire. Social reforms are never carried out by the weakness of the strong, but always by the strength of the weak. I eat to live, not live to eat. We do not describe the world we see the world we can describe. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. There are a few men whom slavery holds fast, but there are many more who hold fast to slavery. Where they love, they do not desire, and where they desire, they do not love. The instinct of man is to pursue everything that flies from him, and to fly from all that pursue him. We do not condemn it because it is a crime, but it is a crime because we condemn it. A fool sees himself as another, but a wise man sees others as himself. Although gold and silver are not by nature money, money is by nature gold and silver. People say that time goes by. Time says that people go by. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. When wealth is centralized, the people are dispersed. When wealth is distributed, the people are brought together. I can write better than anybody who can write faster, and I can write faster than anybody who can write better. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. It is not the years in your life, but the life in your years that count. All for one and one for all. We do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Always remember to forget the things that made you sad, but never forget to remember the things that made you glad. May you live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live. Don't mind your makeup, you'd better make your mind up. Consciousness is a being, the nature of which is to be conscious of the nothingness of its being. We do not act rightly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly. Things turn out best for the people who make the best of the way things turn out. Giving smartphones to people is making phone people who are stupid. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. There are no differences but differences of degree between different degrees of difference and no difference. I have never wished to cater to the crowd. For what I know they do not approve, and what they approve I do not know. It is not titles that honour men, but men that honour titles. There are those who believe something and therefore will tolerate nothing, and on the other hand, those who tolerate everything because they believe nothing. A girl takes too much time to love and a few seconds to hate, but a boy takes a few seconds to love and too much time to hate. When the sufferers learn to think, then the thinkers will learn to suffer. To the world you might be one person, but to one person you might be the world. Gold will not always get you good soldiers, but good soldiers can get you gold. It is not doing the thing we like to do, but liking the thing we have to do that makes life blessed. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman.